Hey, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on where and when you're watching this. It's me again, the friendly neighborhood Deacon, and we're going to do a little unboxing and just have a good shave today. Let's start with what I'm going to be using. I'm going to be using some Cremo 508 as my shave cream, and I'm going to go a little step further. People say, don't put it in a bowl. Well, guess what? I'm going to put it in a bowl and I'm going to brush lather with it. What the heck? Why not? I'm going to use a little post balm. And for my splash, we're going to go with some Whiskey Woods. Yeah. Whiskey Woods. You may be saying, that's not the original bottle for Whiskey Woods from Clubman. No, it's not. It's glass. I transferred it to glass. This was a thing that was going on Facebook. Transfer your aftershaves to glass and they'll last longer. This is an old Kikkoman soy sauce bottle. And you can see it's got the portion thing in there. We'll see what happens, how much gets out of here. And today, pardon the top of the head, we're going to unbox, finally, the Rockwell 6C by Rockwell razors. I'm looking forward to this for quite a while. And I know tomorrow everybody's going to be watching Sinatra Lennon's post on the new super secret Rockwell release, including yours truly. I'm going to be watching that. So it's going to be good. Let's pop the box open and see what we have. Ooh, there we go. First thing we have is the thank you card and instruction manual. It tells you about the different blades, different plates, excuse me, the plate, how to do it. And it says here, side 1, R1, spots prone to nicks and cuts, sensitive skin, 5 o'clock shadow. Start here when converting or coming over from cartridges. Great for body shaving sensitive areas. If you're going to do that, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. It's got the 2 for 5 o'clock, a heavier 5 o'clock shadow. And the 3 is for when you shave every 1 to 3 days. That's me. That's what we're going to use today. The 4 is for shaving every 3 to 5 days. The 5 is for 5 to 7 days. And if you're going totally scruffy and you haven't shaved in 7 days or more, well then plate 6 is for you. And the way you look at it, from what Rockwell says, is the number on the bottom tells you the number that you're going to shave with. Stand by 1 second, please. Okay, I'm back. Had to answer a quick text message from the missus about walking and feeding the dogs, and that's already been done. At a balmy 33 degrees this morning out here in the middle of nowhere, Texas. It was a tad bit chilly, and Rockwell in the case also sends you a tuck of 5 Swedish blade. 5 Swedish blades. This is going to be interesting. I've never used a Swedish blade before, at least not that I'm aware of. So we'll see how this goes. If I can, oh, well, it says open here. Open there. If I can get the blade out, we're going to have an interesting shave. So there we go. There's the little blade wrapper. Double wrapped. Reminds me of some people that I used to date back in high school. Always had to be double wrapped. I'll edit that out. And there's your Rockwell blade. And the design on this is a 3-piece. How else would you be able to change the base, or the plate, as Rockwell puts it? So we've got separation. Feel like I'm watching the lunar module here. We have separation, lunar module separation. And we pop that on the cap, just like that. We make sure that base 3 is facing up. And it is. Let's put the handle back on. Handle's got a nice feel to it. Everything looks nice and even, or as even as I can get it. See if I can push that one side out a little bit more. It's a little bit better. At least it looks a little bit better. If any of you guys that use the 6C or the 6S have any suggestions about maybe keeping this a little bit open even more, or something that I'm doing wrong, shoot me a comment right down there. All right, and I'm going to use one of my smaller brushes, since I'm going to use the infamous palm bowl. I will be using one of my smaller brushes today, one that I got from Viking Revolution when I got one of my first shaving sets. So we're going to squeeze a little bit. They say about the size of an almond. No, that's an almond, isn't it? Well, maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less, but you know what? That's my almond. I'm gonna add just a touch of Silky's secret ingredient. Let me show it to you real quick. And I've had this sitting in warm water for a while. This Heritage Cremo has a nice scent to it. I actually heated the water this morning in my instant hot water pot that I got several years ago from a good friend of mine at Dell. They were doing a giveaway. So Cindy, thank you for that. And I put it in my let's keep it warm mug. Put a little water on the face. And I've taken care of the first two of the 3 S's. And let's get to shaving, shall we? All right. Who says you can't get man overboard? The somewhat decent lather. It's a little wet. from using a bowl and a brush with Cremo. And Sonic just sent me a message. Enjoy half-price shakes today. Ooh. I did take a hot shower. That's part of the 3 S's, obviously. And use my Wilder's Prime face scrub. So let's see how this shaves. The head is very heavy. I like that. It's got a lot of weight to it. It's got a little bassier feedback. Then the razor rock that I used yesterday, it's giving a nice shave. No real tugging or anything. I am going to be a little bit careful on my upper lip because I still have a little bit of a mark from where that thing bit me yesterday. It's got a rather thick head on it. Makes it a little difficult to get right up in there, but we have tools that can take care of that. Get the neck. This Cremo 508, it's pretty slick. I like it. It's nice. And this Rockwell, I'm telling you. Feels good. This, again, the Cremo, slick. I'm going over some spots. Leaving a residual slickness, which I like. Just nice. Very nice. Let's do a quick rinse. Not bad, not bad. For the aggressiveness on the Rockwell, it says use plate 3 for every 1 to 3 days. I may, for my next trick, be able to go to a 4 or a 5 because it's a little, while it doesn't show a lot, it's a little thick, a little rough. So I can go that way. Probably gonna go with a 4 or a 5 because usually on my old reliable, I'm usually somewhere around a 5. So we could probably go 5. Let's go across. Oops. So we're probably going into the office today. Got a few things to take care of. Let's go against the grain. I don't like going across on the neck. I gotta think about keeping my blood in my large veins in the neck. What can I tell you? I'm funny that way. Okay, 2 passes complete. Let's find out how we did. Very nice. We are going to do a quick clean up and a couple of spots. You know where those are. Let's do. That's interesting. I put my, how do you call it, mug in the hot water and warming mug, and that's the color of the water from the brush. Now the brush has been cleaned with soap and water constantly. So I'm thinking that there's something maybe in the dye of the bristles. Any of you brush experts want to chime in, please do so. Comment below. And here we go, against the grain. So tomorrow is a big day here in the family. Tomorrow was a big day here in the family. My son, who recently graduated from the fire academy in another section of here in Texas. There we go. Is having his pinning ceremony. I asked my wife what that meant, and she said he's getting his full firefighter's pin. He's going from Proby, or plebe or boot or whatever you want to call them to full-fledged firefighter. Congratulations, Chris. I'll be out there watching and rooting. Very smooth. Let a little water out. Do a cold water rinse. Give that a quick rinse. Get the alum block, alum stick. Throw a little bit of that on here. This stick is nice, but I like a little wider. I may contact GeoFat Boy and see if I can get the Shave Nation stick. Or I may use the alum block from Razor Rock. But very, oh dear. That's Brenda. She's got a bit of a sinus infection, if you can hear that. Let's let this dry off a little bit. Give it some help. Cold water rinse that out. Little spot that I may have missed. Still, even with the alum block, residual thickness from the soap. This, how do you call it? This Rockwell 6C for chrome, not stainless. Performed very well. Time for a little Whiskey Woods. Nice, nice smell. A little bit of a sting. Let it dry a little bit. It's got a nice scent to it. A little bit of balm to cool things down a little bit. That's nice. It's an amber, what they describe as a spiced amber, whatever that means. All I know is it pairs well with the Whiskey Woods. So, shave is done for today. You can brush lather in a bowl with Cremo. I've just proved that. And I've got to say, everybody's been talking about it. The 6C or the 6S, whichever you prefer. I like the 6C. Performed really well. I like it. It's going into the rotation. It may also become my go-to travel razor. The thought. So, with that being said, tomorrow we're going to go OG, old school, OS, whatever you want to call it. We're going to use that 66, Route 66 Chic. We're going to really go old school with what we're going to shave with, as far as the soaps and the aftershave. You don't want to miss it. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, get notifications. That's about it. If shaving's not one of the most invigorating parts of your day, you might be doing something wrong. I've thoroughly enjoyed the shave, thoroughly enjoyed the time with you guys. Be good to yourselves and to each other. And we'll see you tomorrow on Friday.